Hi my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my nails at home. So this is my left hand in all her glory. Bring you in. So I did this set. It is a pink and green set. This one had polish on it that I took off already. Wasn't she gorgeous? We had this pink, green ombre vibe. Nice. So what I'm going to do today is show you guys how we go from this to this. This is my right hand. Let me bring you guys in. I was digging and filling a little bit of a orange and black vibe. So I'm going to give you guys a rundown of what I'm going to be using. So the first thing you're going to need is some clear acrylic. I also have a cover pink, which is just a really nice, simple one. I believe this is the blush pink that I'm using today. This is a little stackable piece that I picked up at the nail supply store. So I have a blush pink and a clear and so forth in here. And these are just ones that I use all the time. My inspiration for this nail was this one. This is Pumpkin Pie. This is from Glamour Glitz. Beautiful. I'm also going to be using this Black Forest cake. And this is also from Glamour Glitz. And he looks like this. I'm also going to be using some glitter. I bought these little towers and all these individual glitter shades, but the shades I'm going to be using for this design is this beautiful like dark orange color. The next one is this lighter bright orange color, and I might go for the next one, which is a redder orange. On my pinky nail, I use the Madam Glam Cat's Eye. It looks like this. And I also have their Soak Off Gel Top Coat. And I'm also going to be using my Beetles Foundation Base Gel. So this is the base. You're going to need yourself some dehydrator. I like to use the Young Nails Protein Bond. This is a non-acid adhesion primer. It has a sort of a sweet smell, almost like a fragrance smell. So it's not a really strong smell. And I get no lifting. So this is really, really great. I'll leave a link to this in the description bar along with the Madam Glam, as well as the Glam and Glitz, so you guys can pick up these shades. We're also going to be using some alcohol just so we can wipe off the sticky layer. Some other neat tools to have is your duster brush. This one I picked up at the nail supply store. I'm using the Melody Susie Professional Nail E-File. This thing is great. It's inexpensive. You can find it on Amazon. If you're going to be using a cat's eye, you're going to need a magnet. So I'm going to put this on and I'm just going to show you on my pinky how I take this off. I want to pause for a moment and show you guys like this is a two-piece feel here. So if you're looking right here, there's a little bit of green. I had a green nail on before I did the pink. And whenever I can't get the previous color off, I don't make a big deal out of it. I'll literally just file it down really thin till I get to the clear layer that I put on. I always put on a clear coat on my natural nail before I apply any color. That'll protect my finger from my actual natural nail from any staining. So if you do have a little bit of leftover color, because as you can see here, I have gold in this one. This is from my gold and olive nail that I did last. Since I couldn't get all this off without filing my entire set off and replacing the finger, I just left that on and covered it with polish. So the same thing here, if you're using colored acrylic and you're not planning on doing any see-through crystal nails, you can leave whatever's left over from the previous set and just cover it with color. I'm going to finish getting the pink off and I'll be right back. Okay. So I've taken off the pink from the top. And as I showed you guys earlier, there's a little bit of green still on my fingernail. So whenever you're doing a fill, make sure you're looking to see if you have any lifting. So if you're seeing any nail here that's lifting, you'll know if it's lifted acrylic because it'll look a little, it'll have a difference in color. See how that looks different here than it does down here? That's lifting. So you want to take your arbor band and just lightly go over these areas and get that lifting off before you apply any new product. So I'm going to go ahead, clean up this nail, and when I come back, I'll show you guys how to prep the nail before application. Alrighty guys, so I've taken off these 4 fingers already, and as you can see, I still have the olive and gold underneath, which you're not going to see any of that because we're going to cover it up with the colored acrylic and polish anyway. But I just wanted to show you guys up close how some of my nails are further down because we got rid of any lifting. And I'm going to show you guys really quickly how I take my nails down using this bit. This is a medium barrel ceramic bit. This one is my favorite. So let's do the thumb. So I always start in the corners, get off all the top coat. And I know I got the top coat off because all the gold flecks that are on here will be off. And if you have any lifting, it'll come off. And I always go around the perimeter first because that's where my lifting is. As my nail grows out, it'll start to lift. So I wanted to show you guys on this finger here specifically. I kind of build a sandwich when I do my nails. All right, let's clean this up real quick so we can see what we got going. So as you guys can see, this is a tip. I wear clear tips. And do you see this clears here? I literally make like a sandwich on my nails. So I'll put a layer of clear down, then I'll put the color, and then I'll put the clear again. So if you look from the side, so as you can see here, it literally is just clear acrylic and then my actual color. And so I just file all the color until I get to the clear layer. And that is how I transition from one color to the other and I don't get staining. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this and give you guys a little speed up. Turn the drill off, shall we? So if you look right in here, you'll see the lifting. See how it's a different color? It almost looks opaque in a way right in here. And as you file that, it will literally just chip off and you'll get back to your natural nail. And then I'm gonna also show you guys how to clean this up. So let's get in here real quick. Turn this on a low setting. There we go. See how that just flakes off? Any lifting will literally just pop off. And that's it. Now you're gonna need one of these. This is from Mia's Secret. It's a cuticle pusher. It has the curved end here and it has this little scraper piece here. Taking the cuticle pusher in, I just lightly push my cuticles back and this will help lift any dead cuticle skin from the nail plate. So once you've done that, I'm going to pick up my cuticle clean bit, which I have this one. And this is also from Nail Supply Glamour. And I'm gonna lightly go around and clean up that cuticle. Real nice and clean. Everything around the cuticle has been removed. And remember guys, you don't want to do anything to the actual live skin. Only the white gunky stuff that be on the actual nail bit. I'm gonna zoom through the rest of them and then we'll move on to prep. So we've removed all the gunky bits from the nail bit. I'm gonna switch out my bit here. We're gonna go back to the arbor band. And I'm gonna put this on a low speed and I'm gonna roughen up the surface of my nail. You just lightly go over your natural nail. Do not use a carbide bit or anything like that on your natural nail. It's too abrasive and you can end up doing more damage to the nail plate. But I like using my arbor band. It's basically a fingernail file attached to the drill at that point. And super duper easy. And I'm really taking my time in showing you guys the prep process because prep is the most important part for getting your nails to last longer. You don't want any lifting, you don't want it snagging in your hair and on certain materials or fabric. You can have some problems. So getting this part down is so important. Alrighty guys, we've gotten all the old product off, which is the pink and green. We're down to the golden, the golden olive from my last set, but you won't see any of that when we're all done. So now what you want to do is the dehydrator. I'm just going to brush this. I just go over the entire nail with it. And this is kind of like it disinfects and cleans the nail. If you're doing a feel, this is the point where I like to reshape my nails. If anything, if my corners or my edges have softened and I just want to make those lines a little bit more sharp and crisp, I would clean them up now, but I'm fairly concerned with none of them. So there's that. Alrighty, so we have dehydrated. Let that dry. I'm going to switch out paper towels here because I don't want any of this dust getting into my acrylic, so let's get rid of that. Alrighty, so my nails are all prepped and ready to go. So we're going to start with the primer. So you don't want to put a lot and you only want to focus this on your natural nail. Try to avoid your cuticle. I'm going to be starting with my clear because I always cap over my natural nail. So you want to get your brush in there, get them all nice and going, get all the air bubbles out, and that'll prevent you from having air bubbles in your application. Slide it up the side of the glass. About this size is good. And then we'll just press this into place. Feather it lightly towards my cuticle, because I like to get that nice and laid, and then I will press it out. And this is a really thin layer, that's why I use such a small bead. And there it is. It's really thin. All right, I'm gonna do the rest of my fingers really quick. So my hand is done. We have applied the clear layer. So the next thing we're gonna do is decide which nails will be getting the colored acrylic. So in this instance, as I said, we're gonna be using the pumpkin pie and the black forest cake. So since this one has the most grow out, I think I'm gonna put the cover pink there and then put on the pumpkin pie. So let's do that. So as you guys can see, we've done a really good job of covering up the orange at the tip. So I like the way that looks. For the very next nail, I'm actually going to do the pinky, and we're going to do it all black. So I'm going to pick up the black forest cake with a nice sized bead. This whole bead will cover my entire pinky because my pinkies are really small. And he's done. He's not perfectly shaped, but that's what filing is for. And for the index, I'm going to do a variation of this finger here. And as you guys can see, he was done with the black forest at the top and the pumpkin pie at the bottom. So I'm just going to flip that on the other hand. Now we're going to go pick up some of that black forest so that we can cover the tip. Then I'm going to do a really good looky, see what we got going on. I have a little bit of green showing right there, so I'm going to get a small bead and I'm going to press that in. Now that we got that going, moving and grooving, I'm going to end up doing another glitter nail on here and here. So let's pick up the glitter. We're going to be using a little bit of the darker orange. So I'm going to put him down here. We're going to get the lighter orange. And then this red orange. So I'm going to pull all these puppies down. So what I'm going to do on we'll do the middle finger first. So I'm going to do in the middle finger is, of course, clean my brush out so I don't have any of the black glitter because it's going to be an orange nail. We're going to pick up a small bead of clear. And I'm actually going to focus this right about here because I'm going to start doing some glitter placement. And this just sort of wets my nails so that these glitters have something to hold on to. I'm going to start with, let's go with the lightest one first. So let's go here. Just sort of place these right on up in there. Just randomly get them on. And this is a multi, the glitter in this one are multiple sizes. So you want to kind of keep the smaller glitter in certain places and sort of manipulate the big ones closer to the center. And I'm just going to keep doing that all the way to the cuticle. Now that everybody's on, I'm going to show you guys how to clear cap it. And we're going to do it on the ring finger. You can hear that. That means he's good. If you don't have your other hand done, you can, it's a very noticeable sound. You know when the acrylic is cured. So we're going to just go ahead and pick up a nice wet bead. Put that on. If you don't want to get any glitters in your top coat, my darling, your clear cap, then you're going to want to make sure you get a new towel, turn it over, whatever the case may be. And the trick to reduce fouling of your cap, your clear cap, is to, that goes under the red. I'm sorry guys, we gotta get this out of my way. Because the last thing I need to do is like have glitter all over. Glitter bomb myself, not my highlight of my day. Now that the nails are built, we're gonna clean up the workstation, pull out the polishes, and then we're gonna get to the finishing touches on these puppies. Be right back. Alrighty, so now that the nails are all foul shaped and buffed, if you're perfectly satisfied with your application process, you can move on to your clear coat. I'll be using the Madam Glam Top Soak Off Top Gel Coat. This bad boy gives you mad shine. I have been waiting for an excuse to use this. What do you guys think? Should we add a little gold to this? Bling it out? Or should we stick to the color theme and do the orange? I'm leaning towards the orange. Now the next thing we're going to do is I removed my monomer and I replaced it with alcohol because I'm going to use that for my cleanup brush. And I just get a little nail brush, which I have this one, and I just set him in there. Put him in the bowl, set him to the side. I use 70% because this is all I can find in these trying times where there's not much alcohol out there. Then we're going to be using a foil glue, but it's in gel form. We're going to be using our top coat and a base coat and our foil. You're also going to need a nail lamp if you're using gel. This one is from Melody Susie, the same place I got my e-file. We're going to be using him. I like this one because he comes in 30, 60, and 90-second increments, which I'm going to be setting this to 90, okay? So we're going to do a nice thin coat of the foil gel. So I'm going to stick that in the lamp. And you only need one coat of this. So we're going to take our foil. We're going to do design side up. And we're just going to cover right where my natural nail is showing. Smooth it out. They have tools for this too, guys. So if you're a gadget person, you can go buy one of those like silicone rubber tools, you know what I'm saying? And it'll help you with this process. But I just give it a really good working with my finger, and you peel it. And the one thing about foil glue is you never know if it's going to be perfectly applied. But here we go. There it is. I kind of like it with that distressed look. Oh yeah. So we're going to open up our Madam Glam, and let's start with the reveal of the shimmer. Looky there. Oh my goodies. There's something so amazing, guys, about revealing all that love and attention that you put in to applying to get that beautiful shine. Oh my gosh. So the last step for this nail is to take the alcohol. Some of these products do include like a no slip, wipe coat or whatever, but alcohol works perfectly fine. So I'm gonna take the paper towel that I was painting on top of, give them all a good swipey, clean them all up. But there they are. Aren't they gorgeous? Ooh, baby. I don't know why I was feeling this orange and black vibe, but I'm glad I went with it. And the two together, ooh, that set is gorgeous.